Hello, everybody. Good evening, and welcome back to the final game of this opening day here. Welcome back to Tel Aviv, the FIBA Women's EuroBasket. Latvia taking on Spain. And the Latvian fans coming here with high hopes that they're going to, I guess you'd have to say, get an upset against Spain, one of the powerhouses in the women's game, even though they missed out on the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup. You kind of feel like some teams are going to pay for that. You see Montenegro already in Group A today, winning at 74-69. That was the first game of the day here in Tel Aviv in wonderful Israel. And now it's Latvia taking on Spain. You look at the FIBA World Rankings, and it doesn't lie. Spain, number 4. They've even been higher than that. Greece, 17. Montenegro, 21. And Latvia, the 4th highest ranked team. But this is a team that has a lot of talent, a lot of drive, a lot of ambition. And I think they've got a great chance of not only getting to the qualifications, the quarterfinals, but even moving into the quarterfinals, and then who knows what can happen. Let's see, they've given us a lot of thrills over the years. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Zania Stewart, my colleague of many years ago, and we continue to do it. We enjoy these games, Zania.
Yeah.
And these are two good teams playing in a very important game, opening day.
And legendary teams, right? There's a lot of history behind both of these teams. Obviously, Spain, like you said, top 4 and a contender, really, of lifting the trophy, in my opinion, in this group stage. But Latvia, especially with a player like Steinberger on the other side, who is tough. She's not just scoring 10, 15 points. She's scoring 20, 25, even 30, and that is going to be a problem for Spain. But I feel like I love the Spanish style of basketball there. You know, they play with flair, they play hard. They're led by true veterans, with Dominguez, has been their point guard for years.
And Laia Palau still around, although not in the team, but as now part of the coaching staff, and that is no surprise that she is indeed over there. You can see her back turned to us. She turned around, but you know, yeah, we can talk about Spain having talent, having tradition, and everything else. But what they probably are missing a little bit of, maybe, is some experience. They've still got some experienced players, but they don't have as many experienced players. You look at Raquel Carrera, you look at Mike Cazorla. Hey, they all play at a high level. They play the EuroLeague women. You know,
Torrance as well, though.
They've still got Alba Torrens. Maybe not the great Alba Torrens of many years ago, but you know what? If they get on a roll, look out. This is a team, I think, that can definitely challenge for the title, definitely challenge for a spot on the podium.
Yeah.
And their ambition also is to, don't forget, they want to get to the FIBA Women's Olympic qualifying tournaments. And to do that, you need to be in the top 6, unless France finish out of the 6 or below, then you need to be in the top 5.
And a big piece of Spain's team, no Astu Endor, somebody, a player that was MVP top 5. She was a big factor in the Spanish winning. So she's not here today.
She was the MVP in 2019.
Yeah, she was. So we're on to Latvia, who have size. They're great. Aya, she is beautiful. She has a great touch around the basket. Steinberger, but they've got good, solid guards. And I think it's going to be an interesting game. I think Latvia have to come out strong. They have to come out smart, but they'll look to go inside very early.
Well, they've got Gulbis, don't forget, Pulverit. They've got some really good players, and perhaps with a point to prove. And Spain looked focused but relaxed in their warm-ups. Latvia looked like they mean all business. I don't know if that means they've got a lot of pressure. I know Gunnar Svensson, their coach, he's very demanding, and he will have them ready to go. So I think we're in for a good one tonight.
Yeah, definitely. The fans came out. Latvia have traveled. They always have a great fan base that came out. And we had over 2,000 people the last game, but we'll just take a pause in commentary to hear both national anthems.
Thank you. And now national anthem of Latvia.
Well, always my favorite part of international basketball, Jeff.
Hey, that's my line. I
sorry.
always say that,
Oh,
and
sorry.
now you're stepping on my toes.
Here, let me
Watch
throw
out!
the,
Watch out! That's all I got to say.
Let me throw the alley-oop back.
So the players meet at midcourt, and you look at this and you just think, wow, time really does fly. You see Alba Terens, once the rising young star, now the veteran of this team, and ditto for Aya Yuriani. How about these three stars? The referees for tonight's game. Viola Georgi from Romania is the crew chief, Marek Kukulchik, also in Sinistra Purpa. So good to have them on board. And I will say that Sinistra Purpa from Serbia and Marek Kukulchik from Slovakia. So, and we'll also get a look at the starting five and the roster for Spain. And now I'll hand it back to you, Azania.
No, why? It's your turn to shine.
Well, Alba Terens, Quirrell Casas,
Yeah.
Maite Cazorla, Raquel Carrera, and Laura Gil, the veteran, another veteran like Terens, Casas, really.
Yeah, and let's talk about Gil real quick. Just a solid performer. She's so tough on the defensive end. She's a rebounder. But the lady to watch is Carrera, or EuroLeague women's second team. A lovely accolade for her. Has played a sensational season. And she'll be, no doubt, one of the strong, striving scoring machines for this Spanish team.
And Miguel Mendez, more than happy to have Carrera in his team. Don't forget, she was also the star for Valencia Basket, along with Casas in the Spanish League, which Valencia Basket won. And for Latvia, Annette Steinberg, Ilse Jakobsson, Alexa Gulb, Kitty Laxa, and Kate Vilka in the starting five.
Yep. And for me, number 12, the center, Steinberger, has played some fantastic basketball. Boomer also has played at Salamanca this year, but here, look at those numbers in the qualifiers. 29 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. She is very, very difficult to guard and to slow down. So she'll definitely be the top, right at the top for Spain to slow down, but they'll look for them often and early, I think. But yeah, I think Latvia have a good chance, but they've got to come out strong and physical.
Gundar's Vetra, for a long time, former EuroLeague women winning coach. And, you know, he's matching wits with a guy that also is at the top of his profession. Huge game. I can't emphasize enough. We were there. We watched it happen last, 2 years ago. Spain hosting the FIBA Women's EuroBasket. They suffered that narrow defeat right at the buzzer to Belarus in the opening game, and it really put them on a difficult path. And ultimately, they did not even finish high enough to get to the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifying tournaments. So you feel like, you know, when this type of thing happens to Spain in the past, like in 2011, they strike back with a vengeance. And of course, they qualify for big tournaments. So I'm looking for big things for Spain in this tournament.
Well, I hope so, because I felt like they've just kind of missed out. They haven't got their flow. It has been a big transition of veteran players to younger players. Players like, you know, Conde, who will come off the bench, which is...
But it was a weird, let's be honest, it was a weird time, again, as we look at Gundar's Vetra. It was a weird time for Spain. Terens was hurt. She didn't make it for the tournament.
Yeah.
And it was also during COVID and no excuses, but you can't always finish at the top. And for a country that's used to excellence, let's see what this Spanish team is made of, because I think they need new leaders to emerge, and maybe Carrera, maybe being the best in Europe is too early for them, but we'll see.
Well, they'll definitely have their hands full with the Latvian team. They're strong, they're physical, and they're well tested too. It's almost game time.
Good evening, everybody. We're underway in Tel Aviv, the final game of opening day between Spain and Latvia. FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2023. Spain in the dark uniforms winning the opening tip and attacking the basket to the left. And Terens drives in, throws it up, and gets it to fall.
Oh, that's a lovely start for Terens. Lovely long and lead layup right down the middle.
And now Casas reaches in and steals the ball away from Laxa. Cazorla drives in, misses. Good hustle down the floor from Latvia. Now that they've got a chance to push it quickly. Jakobsen, one of the most famous names in all of basketball in Europe for many years, with Annette Jakobsen, the former Latvian, now city councilwoman in Riga. And Latvia would like to get some points on the board just to settle down.
Yeah, that was a good move from Steinberger.
Uh-oh, nice shaking and baking from Terens. And the veteran just comes out and says, don't forget, I have been the best in Europe, and maybe I can still be the best.
First 4 points. Terens.
Steinberg.
They need to move Latvia.
Going right up against Laura Gil. And not taking a nice soft shot, misses it, but they stick with it and putting it back up and in.
Alexa.
Gulba.
She was my my little rookie baby when I was playing at
TTT Riga.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You know her.
Yeah, I know her well, so I'm really happy to see her.
She fired up.
4 years later, develop into a starting post.
Guarding Raquel Carrera, who gets it back to Casas. And she puts it up with the left hand and misses badly. She's holding her left shoulder, like maybe she tweaked it.
Good ball movement by Latvia here.
Here's Laxa. Puts it up from the elbow. It's good.
Really lovely offense. They use the full shot clock, and all 5 players touch the ball.
Alba Terens and turns it over. Not sure what happened there with the interchange. And quickly to the other way, Vilka. Vilka gets into the lane, takes the bump, puts it up. 2 free throws. Nice aggressive move from number 35.
Really
This was
nice
Laxa before on that jumper.
Oh, you're stealing my job.
Okay, sorry, go ahead. Just jump in a little quicker next time.
It's all fun and games. We're also a team up here, Jeff. Me and you. Cat hits the first.
27 years of age.
Came back from having a baby a couple years ago. So a few months on this Latvian team. Women can do it all. Don't need a cape to be a superhero.
Cazorla bounce pass to Carrera, puts it up and in. Jakobsen Over to Steinberg.
Good foul here, but here's a lovely little dime pass and finish at the rim. Carrera. You hear the cry out, Latvia.
Jakobsen loses it. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Now, do you think he bought that in the shop, or did he make it?
100% made it. Maybe I need to get him to make me one too.
Oh, they get it down low to Steinberg, but misses it badly. Terens gets swatted by Gulba. And Carrera says, stop that! But she misses. Latvia with a chance to take the lead. Kate Vilka over to Gulba. Now Laksa, she can shoot it. She's already hit one mid-ranger. Gulba, look at her spin, the tough move, and Cathorla, good job defensively. The pass and the finish.
And that is Spanish basketball to a T. The back cutting and beautiful passing. Lovely. Good job by Spain.
Jakobsen gets in, puts it up. Cathorla has Jakobsen on her back and taps it over to Terens.
I didn't like that offensive possession by Latvia, Jeff.
Terens drifts in, gets it to Gil. Shaking and baking. Look at that. Experience.
Real nice move. You know I love a post player. Right on Steinberger, she's strong. Takes her time, patience down low, and finishes with the left hand.
Oh, and then Jakobsen just loses the handle. Cathorla, 3-on-1 break. And Terens runs the floor like nobody else. And gets the layup. And if you do that against Spain, you're going to pay the price. They want to get out and run, and they will run after turnovers.
Means play, I don't know, pick and roll play, something like this.
Cathorla leaving Spain. She'll be at Prague next season. Right now, she is trying to get Spain back to the podium and stay in the hunt for the Paris Olympics. Bulvarev, a long way out. I think one of the lessons that we learned earlier today watching Montenegro take on Greece was the team that plays the toughest, the rebounds the most, really digs in defensively, makes life miserable for the other opponent. It doesn't have to be pretty, and that's what both of these teams need to try to get to right now. Here's the rebound. Out to Vilka. She knocks it down. I mean, you got to score, but sometimes you got to win ugly.
Yeah, it's true, and I think Latvia can make the game ugly, but they've got to hit their shots.
Here's Terens, going right at Vilka. Nope, she's going to pass it back outside. Gill, that's not her game, but she shows even she can hit the three-pointer. Wow.
Gill just claps and says, Torrance, pass the ball back to me, I'm open. And a good shot by her. Got to get something up here, Jeff. 7
Game of
seconds.
Pulveri. Guarded by Carrera, but picks up her dribble. Here's Laxa. Knocks it down. When in trouble, get it to Laxa.
That was a bit of a hope and prayer. They're out of sync for me in their offense, Latvia.
Terens.
Defense from Latvia.
Laxa again, and this time not there, but nobody boxes out. Geryani.
Ah, yeah, beautiful. Used to be Putnina, who's now married.
Bounce pass gets away, but it falls to Casas. And a little runner doesn't drop, and Geryani making a nice difference coming into the game, doing some of the dirty work. Coming up with the rebound. Oh, Vilka, nice twist turn into the lane. Back outside to Geryani. Follows up the shot. It goes to Steinberger. But she kicked it. So Maria Conde comes in. Cazorla goes out. Silvia Dominguez also into the game. One of the all-time great Spanish players. Spain players, multiple Olympians. Here she is.
Fine wine, that's for sure. Many different areas of fine wine in Spain.
Rioja.
Yeah, 36 years old, Dominguez is.
And a mother. Here's Conde. And look at Laxa.
Good defense by Latvia there. And they get a wide open layup, they miss it.
Pulveri. Dominguez corrals the rebound. Hill gets it up to Casas. Casas trying to post up, and she's pushed out of the lane.
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily a great play by Laxa.
No.
I mean,
no, because you've
play
got
some deep.
Yeah, you've got also help defense behind you. Just play solid. No need to pick up that foul.
You don't want to get into foul trouble. That's what I mean. Laxa's too important.
Correct. And now Ovina will come into the game, number 5, with the ball.
Cristina Uvina, one of the veterans, drives in. Look at Gid. That's what she does. Now Conde from outside. Another rebound for Gid. Out again. Loses it. Knocks it quickly up to Pulveri. Swings it to the corner. And Geryani, another rebound. That was Stratman who missed the 3 attempts. And inside to Steinberg. Steinberg, rather, lays it up and in. Well, those offensive rebounds will do wonders.
Yep. Give it in, that's what you need. Extra second possessions. And Latvia are on a 7-0 run, Jeff. And great minutes by Laxa and Steinberger.
Genzo coming in.
Yeah.
Part of the new generation for Spain. Paula Genzo, number 20. The ball intended for Raquel Carrera. And now Latvia, Maya Palau, the legendary Spaniard, finally hung him up. Now the coaching staff. playing deep from behind. Here goes Gulba, driving in, takes the contact, and earns a trip to the line.
Man, I'm so excited for her. She's just got leaps and bounds better. I remember when she was just, we called her baby. You know, this is 4 years ago. And she went away to college in America and then came back. First job at Salamanca, played solid minutes, and now back on the national team, and, bringing them in within one.
Nice looking shot, and we got a tie game here. Final minute of the opening quarter. Uvinia, oh, the bump. Conde puts it up, thinking she's gonna get a call.
Pretty good defense by Spain, a lot of movement, very hard to guard, but Latvia did a good job on that defense and possession.
Uriani. And getting in there, blocking Velka, but taking the punishment at the same time was Silvia Dominguez.
It is a foul.
Yep.
Dominguez does come up on the other end, hit in the face. But
well, I don't know. I mean, let's.
You know how the Spanish are. They love it.
No, I'm not saying
Dramatic.
that. I'm just saying I didn't see a foul.
Okay.
So the free throw good from Vilka. Things don't go well. You start talking to the refs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not just saying Spain. We've seen it earlier today from other players.
Oh, yeah.
Other teams.
Yeah, we've seen actually a lot of talk, but you know what? I felt like the referees have handled every
they've done
game.
a good job.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job. Really even killed, refereed the game the same way.
Mendez over there working the refs. Gets the call. 4.8 seconds. Latvia can commit another foul if they want to prevent Spain from getting a shot. 4.8 seconds to go in this first quarter. Carrera. Well, she's able to get it in, and he had a good look. Conde was flying in for the rebound, but Latvia win the first quarter. Impressive show from the team from the Baltics, 17-15. Latvia on top of Spain.
And a great fight back from Latvia. They went on that 7-0 run, maybe even more. And here it is, they're 100% from the free throw line, 4 from 10 from 2, and only 1 from 7 from the 3-point. But no free throws attempts for Spain right now, maybe not being as aggressive to the rim. But I thought Latvia did a fantastic job, especially going down. Here are the first quarter highlights, and it was Alba Torrens slashing her way through the middle, and then she had this beautiful pull-up, poetic, and she got into her groove very early, Jeff.
So I think, again, with Spain still looking for that, you know, we're so used to seeing the Martajar guys, the Palaus, Turins when she was at her height, has to do the way, you know, the way she get out and play. I mean, it's, yeah, there's talent in this Spanish team, but just because you have talent doesn't mean you're just going to pull away and blow everybody out. They've got a lot of work to do. They want to grow in this tournament.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
It just remains to be seen who's going to step up for them. Is it going to be Cazorla? Is it going to be Carrera? Is it going to be
I don't know if it's particularly one person to step up. I just don't know if they've got their gel, if they've got their chemistry completely right. Because if you saw the game before Belgium, they looked like a well-oiled machine. Everyone shared the ball. Everyone scored. It wasn't anyone, you know, Emma Messerman, go ahead.
Scan in the barcode, folks, to get Courtside 1891 in your smartphone. Get it at your fingertips, and you can watch all of these games wherever you are.
Have you got that on your app, on your phone?
I do indeed.
Okay,
You want me to prove it?
No, I believe you. You're a good man. You've never lied to me before.
I'll roll over in bed at night, check out the information.
Offensive foul.
Nice.
Oh, there it is.
Courtside 1891.
Okay.
Get it in your smartphone today or tonight.
And not only is it good to follow the games and the stats, you know why
Interviews.
it's good? Because you can hear us on there. We're the
Maybe that's the
highlight
reason not to go there.
Speak for yourself, huh?
Okay, so 2-point lead for Latvia. Genzo. Look at the footwork from number 20. But the follow wasn't there. Gulba. She looks like a force, doesn't she? Gulba. Oh, does a good job catching it, preventing the turnover. Yeva Pulver pulls back. Oh. Strautmann. Oh, nice move, Uriani. I don't think she would have made that move 10 years ago when she was playing at the EuroBasket 2009.
I think so.
Oh, boy, Carrera takes the punishment and earns a trip to the line.
Yeah, Aya's been very skilled, as you see it down here. Takes the time, gets the defender up, dribble. Beautiful move. She's had that in her arsenal for a very long time. I actually know a lot of these Latvia players when I think about it. I played with Aya in Hungary, actually. We were the 1-2 punch. I was the 5-man, she was the 4. That was many years ago.
What club was that?
For Page, Pink 422.
Oh, look at this, Dominguez. Great defense. They're not going to get over in time. Oh, excellent work. They do get it in time. Terrific play by Pulvera. Yeva knew what the situation was. Gulba pushed out. Now she goes right at Genzo, and Genzo bringing some toughness to the floor.
Yeah, she just needs to finish high off the glass. She keeps getting blocked by the rim.
Carrera drives and gets it to go.
Lovely finish. She's playing well. She was the lady to look at.
And now the offensive foul turns it back over to Spain.
Let's have a look
That's
at
on
this.
Yagrani.
She's set.
No, I don't know if she was even trying to set a pick. She just kind of ran into her.
Yeah, but Carrera here. Yet again, a slicing move to the rim. I like it. She was one to watch, and she is playing very, very well. She has 6 points, leading scorers with Torrance.
So Laxa comes back into the game for Strautmann. Uvinia. It's never been the strength of Christina Uvinia finishing. Does a lot to help the team, but not that. Gulba missing. Now both teams kind of struggling offensively right now.
But it's getting a bit chippy, but so the referees are all over it. The Latvians are known for hard nose. They work hard, they're physical, and they're not going to give up.
You know, the great Spanish teams of the last 2 decades really like to get out and run. They like to force turnovers, and we haven't seen that yet. Latvia doing a good job. Laxa, nice pass to Gulba. She gets inside. And Laura takes the punishment. But again, she kind of slides in to try to stop it. But no, watch this.
Let's see.
I don't know what she expects. I mean, it's just tough basketball.
She's bleeding. She has to sub out. There's blood.
She's rotating, trying to get over to stop the drive. Well, that's not a good development for Spain. And Cazorla comes back in. It's a 21-19 lead for Latvia. Quevedo also back in the game, or in the game.
And the good thing is, Steinberg is only on 2 points, Jeff.
Yeah,
She usually averages 30, so maybe they've done a really good job defensively on her.
Cazorla gets it to the baseline. Great D by Pulvera. Brings it up. Stops from behind the arc. Misses. They battle for the rebound. Now here's Torrens. This is where she's good in the open floor. Look at the bounce pass, but What are you going to do with it if you catch it? Torrens. I'm not sure she gave Quevedo that ball where she could do something with it.
No. Good job from Latvia getting back in transition defense. I do like Spain pushing in the offensive transition out the gates. That looks better from them.
Gulba going right up and scoring with ease against Quevedo.
Strong move down low. Better finish from her then.
And Lauda here has to go out of the game into the locker room.
Stitches, maybe.
Potentially. There's the drive and the miss from Ginzo. And right now, this is Latvia that's playing better. Here's Vilka.
It's a pretty fast game right now. It's going up and down, up and down. Good job by Ovina just to set a play.
Cazorla drives. Are they going to count it? Yes, they are. Foul Vilka. And this is what you're looking for. You're looking, Spain right now to me looks like they're just crying out for somebody just to kind of take over offensively.
Yeah, that could have been an offensive foul, but they're also going to sub out
Ginzo.
Alexa Gomba because with that elbow she hit Gil with, she's also bleeding.
Oh my gosh, that was a bloody catastrophe.
Oh, I love that one. Thank you. Well, Gil's hit the locker room to get a stitch, and
maybe Gulba should go join her.
Yeah, maybe they should have a party.
Cazorla with a chance for three-point play to pull Spain to within one. First day, you can't expect any team to be at their best, but the reality is you almost need to be at your best on day one because you got to win games. If you don't win games, you could go home early, and Spain knows this better than anybody.
I tell you who was good on day one was Belgium.
They were. Here's Giuliani spinning, turning. Oh, and she's called for a travel.
A travel?
Twisting, turning. Mendez. His team gets the call that time. Just under 6 minutes to go in the first half. Cazorla, ball goes off of her into the hands of Giuliani. Look at her handle the basketball, number 11. She takes all the way, but doesn't make it. And now it's Ovina for Spain. Oh. And now Mendez says, calm down. Carrera drives in, a little bump. Tough shot, though. It's not really her best hand.
And good decision by Latvia just to slow things down, call an offense.
Steinberg blocked by Carrera.
Great defense.
She can't stand up, so she's able to pass it Quevedo over to Carrera. Torrens launches. Carrera with the offensive rebound. And Yeva Pulver doing a good job defensively. A couple of possessions. Here she is now attacking and finishing with the left hand.
Lovely finish. I'm going to take my jacket off. I'm getting hot in here. Okay, can Spain answer? Latvia's played some tough defense. I like the Spanish offense right now. It's moving, lots of screens.
Well, look at it. Oh, the mazy run for Torrens since she gets it up and in.
Beautiful finish.
Alba Torrens.
Yeah, it takes her time there. And she is on 8 points, leading all scorers for Spain.
Laxa. It's Laxa time. She drives in and scores. I don't know, the evidence that I've seen so far, nobody's running away with this game.
Nope. And I really like Latvia's offense as well, because once they spread out and once they pick and roll, the drive straight to the rim is wide open.
And The issue for Spain is a lot of the shots they're taking inside, they're just not knocking them down. They're not finishing, much like Italy earlier today. Quevedo fouled by Eva Pulver.
Good minutes by her. She'll take a well-earned rest.
Quevedo fouled. She played on that Asphalt Euro Cup winning side this year. Rolled to the title. Euro Cup women. So Casas back in the game. Shot clock about to expire. And again, Carrera and Spain not finishing at the rim.
That's gonna make them pay. They've got to make those little baby layups, Jeff. Wide open.
Jakobsen eager to get in on the action. Steinberg drills the jump shot. Alarm bells ringing in Madrid. Timeout as Spain head over to the bench.
Wow, look at this. Nice drive, brings two defenses. And a nice 15-footer from Steinberger. I've been waiting for her to warm up. And maybe that's all she needs to see the ball go through the net. We'll take a timeout for listening to Spain.
Seguimos blandas en ataque. Y de la blandura en ataque vienen contraataques. De la blandura. Hay que acabarla mejor. Hay que ser más agresivos allá abajo. Conectad con el desbloqueo del pivot porque cambian en el S de fondo también. Entonces al primer bloqueo, cuando lo cogemos, el primer bloqueo desde arriba, conectar con ese desbloqueo. ¿Estamos? Bien, en el flare con Laxa, que va a penetrar si vamos muy detrás, cambiarle. ¿Vale? Si viene retrasada, quedad ahora que va a estar con ella en este bloqueo, viene retrasada, cambiarle y pasar por delante. Que no se quede sola porque vengo persiguiendo, ¿de acuerdo? Si puedes entrar en su camino antes para que no coja velocidad, mejor. Y la vas a apretar.
¿Habla español, sí o no?
Animated conversation, which some of it really we probably shouldn't say.
Yeah.
Let's just say he's looking for a little bit more concentration, a little bit better finishing, and a little bit more toughness down the defensive end.
I'm not sure many people know, but you are fluent in Spanish. Do not play yourself down because
I'm not sure if fluent would be the word.
Habla español.
I know pelota means ball. Baloncesto is basketball.
Sí.
Balón is
Vale,
ball,
vale.
cesta is basket.
Vale,
There you
vale.
go. Here's Casas. A little bit more movement for Spain. Cazorla inside to Carrera. She gets it to the corner, and Quevedo puts it off the side of the backboard. Carrera gets it up, and Latvia and that interior defending making their presence felt. Oh, nice pass to Steinberg.
Good offense from Latvia. Well applauded by their fans. Good movement, second screen, nice roll. And Spain a little bit struggling in there now. Second foul.
Vilka's been very good today. She takes a seat and is replaced by Strautmann. Kenzo back in, Uvinia back in. Well,
Yeah, because Cazorla has 2 fouls.
if you're Spain, you got to embrace the struggle. You've been at the top for so long. Generational change, players get older, new players come up. You're still great in the youth categories, and there's no guarantees. You got to come out and prove it. And in this first half, they're having some struggles. It has to be said, though, against, I think, probably a Latvia team that is maybe better than a lot of people anticipated.
Oh, I knew they were going to be good.
You did?
Yeah, because they're well coached. This team they're full of veterans, and they just play hard. They don't give up.
Whistle blows, and Laxa not enamored with the foul.
She has a point though. She's saying as she's catching and landing, she's got just one arm barred right in front of her, maybe because she's got to let her land is the reason why she called the foul.
So Spain came into this. If
Yeah.
you look at if you go to the official website of the FIBA Women's EuroBasket, FIBA.basketball, and then you go to events, Europe, find the EuroBasket women, FIBA
Okay,
Women's
tell me.
EuroBasket. Spain in the power rankings, #1. Latvia, #7. And perhaps,
That's really
obviously
interesting.
tradition, but also FIBA World Rankings. Spain, we saw it at the beginning, they're #4. Latvia were down the lowest in this group.
Question, but didn't Serbia win the last
Yes.
EuroBasket? Okay, just checking.
There's the drive and the foul, and Laxa likes it. Now she gets a chance to the line.
Because surely power ranking you would be #1 if you won it, but maybe because of the qualifiers, I would have to speak to one of my good friends, Paul.
Well, we still got a long way to go in this.
Oh yeah.
But let's face it, nobody knows until the tournament starts. And I think this tournament, everybody, there's universal agreement. There's several teams you would think that would have a chance to win this.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not sure people would have said Latvia were one of them before this game, but certainly to get to the podium, they look like they've got just as good a chance as anybody from what I've seen so far.
And at this point, it's in the group stage. Anything can happen. You just got to play hard every possession and see what happens. So, it's Spain's ball.
Oh, Vania just kind of flung up the reverse layup. I don't know if she felt like one of her teammates was going to go up and get the rebound.
Well, she was trying to go against the mismatch that she had.
Strautmann. 7-point lead, though. And that is their biggest of the game. And it goes. Oh, boy, Genzo misses the easy one, the bunny.
Oh, Jeff. They cannot afford to miss layup after layup. If they want to chip away at this lead, this Latvian lead, come on, Spain. You've got to make those layups. Anyway, timeout for Spain. They want to have a little chat for this last 59.1 seconds, yes?
Spain led 15-6 early in the game. Look at that score right now. I mean, Latvia have been the best team.
Atcerieties, ja šitas bloks garajam, ja? Mazās atcerieties, jūs stumiet uz leju. Tas, kas izmet, nosaka sodu laukumu. Okay? Uzbrukumā. 4 uz airu. Okay? 4 uz airu. Aret pieliec labu bloku. Okay? Un airu centies pēc iespējas zemāk atrausties. Okay? Un Ilze. Bloks tāds, lai aija var iet pa galvu, bet uzvarēs, nedabūram sodu uzbrukumā. Uzmanīgi reverses, ja? Kārtīgs vīkats atraujamies. Okay?
So since that point, trailing 15-6, Latvia have outscored Spain 27-11 over the last 12 minutes. That's not bad cooking, is it?
Nope. As it is dinner time. We already had dinner, but
The food is good in Tel Aviv.
delicious.
Oh my goodness. I don't even want to talk about it. It makes me hungry again.
It's true. It's game time. Here we go. It's the hummus for me.
It's the lamb. Look, stop. Let's just talk about the game. Here we go. Uvinia. Fouled by Jakobsen. So Jakobsen is going to come out. Pulver is going to come back in.
It's only her first foul. I thought it was her second. That's okay.
Well, I think part of it is because Yeva Pulver has been such a problem for the opposition. And the other thing is when a team is struggling offensively like Spain, the last thing you want to do is foul them with a reach beyond the arc and give them a chance to get to the free throw line. So I'm sure Vetra's like, what are you doing? So he pulls out Jakobsen and brings Pulver back in. Uvini only makes 1 and 2 though. Oh, almost a double dribble. I think Uvini wanted the double dribble. She thought she touched it with both hands at the same time. Here's Yeva over to, and it's Steinberg. Steinberg rather knocks it down, 35-27. And the quality performer that we know that she is, she's got 8 points.
Yep, she gets that little 15-footer.
And really, Carrera needs to step up here and start to deliver here for Spain. Her team down by 8 points. Clearly they want to get her involved, but she's also got to be able to finish. No sign yet of Laura Gil, who left with the bloody chin.
Oh yeah, she's not back.
And Gulba's not come back in either.
And that's a big part of this Spanish team. She's, you know, solid. She's hit a 3. She's hit the little shimmy down low. She's got 5 points.
Yeah, and but nothing is working right now for Spain, including at the free throw line. Carrera takes her time, makes it. Steinberg spins, turns, puts it up and in. And this is the worst case scenario for Spain, that now you have allowed Latvia's biggest star to find her rhythm and to find her way into the game. She's got 10 points.
And look at this move, takes a time, pause, and a lovely reverse layup. I've been waiting for the superstar to show up. Her teammates love it. And fantastic move underneath, you're correct. You don't want the superstar to start getting hot. Anyway, let's listen in to some Spanish timeout.
Lo siguiente hacemos, mirad. Pivos, pivos, aleros, aleros, que corren con el bloqueo de los pivos para ir a las esquinas, ¿vale? Liberar el espacio del centro para Keral. Esquinas. No hagáis falta en los bloqueos. Y Keral saca Valora, si se lo come, que no se lo van a comer, ¿vale? Un pivo recibe. No, mano a mano no. Entras y te lo da. El otro pivo se va a poner a la centro.
Well, here we go. Steinberger warming up, getting extra hot in this quarter. Gets to a 15-footer, mid-range, beautiful, and then a lovely post move, reverse layup, patience down low, and sensational finish. She has 10 points. Full court press here for the last 5.3 seconds.
Casas inbounds it to Ginzo, gets it back. Oh, she loses it. Now she's giving him a chance. Uriani from midcourt. And boy, had that gone in, that would have rubbed salt in the wound. But as it is, Spain offering very little offensively, and it has to be worrying for Coach Mendez as Latvia lead at 37-28 over Spain at halftime.
Well, here are the stats. Steinberger 10 points and Torrens with also 10 points leading both teams in scoring. But for me, I just think the Latvians have looked strong. They've looked like real resilient after they went down, like you said, and they've just come back with a vengeance. But listen, this is what halftime is all about, to just reset, maybe restitch if you're Gil. Her chin has definitely got a few stitches in it. But here are the second quarter best players. And let's have a look. It starts with Aya with a lovely fake up under, gets Conde in the air. But a good first half, Jeff. I quite enjoyed that. How about you?
Well, I mean, you look at the shooting percentages, and Spain are missing some shots around the basket, but
Yeah.
they don't look like they're necessarily easy shots. They're searching right now. They're searching for some rhythm. And
Yep.
you know, you've got veterans like Terens, but you know, the young crowd has to step up, and I guess Coach Mendez as well is kind of feeling his way through this, trying to find the right five to get out there.
Well, I definitely also think Latvia has beaten up Spain. Dominguez has got a black eye. Gil has a stitch underneath her chin. They have made every basket very difficult for Spain. Even if they've got something that looks easy, they're bumping them, they're pushing them off their spots. They're making it very difficult for them to score, and clearly they've only scored 28 points.
I mean, Carrera's a player that's capable of going off,
Yeah.
as is Terens, but I think where Spain really hurt teams in the past is their ability to get out on the break and score. But right now they're in trouble, down 9 at halftime.
Unique character. Unique chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
Oh, what a pass that was. Goodness gracious me, are you kidding me? Wonderful.
Romanian team is such fun to watch.
Great aggressive take by Gabby Williams. Bosnia with another opportunity to cut into this lead. Jones! Possible four-point play, people! Bosnia making a comeback here in this fourth quarter. Don't go away. Really messy spin move. Always works the lay there.
Here's where they might do some damage. Spain, open floor, Dominguez goes right at Bentley. Oh, she makes an incredible shot. Unbelievable. Falling down. Dominguez, look at this.
Yep, sure is a foul. And a nice soft touch in there.
There's the backboard I was telling you about. That's why you use it.
There we go.
It can be your friend.
Nice spin move from Lloyd there.
We have about a 2-second differential shot clock, game clock. Julia Lodge, and it's good! What a big time shot from a big time player.
Alba Torrens with 10 points, but most of those coming early for Spain, who once led 15-9, but now they trail by 9 points. Excuse me, they once led 15-6, but now they trail by 9. And it's not easy for the Spaniards, is it?
No, and I think in that halftime they would have just discussed that they need to match the Latvians' physicality. I just think they're just getting knocked off their spot and then not executing around the rim. Latvia have been playing very, very well. I think they're getting contributions across the floor, not just from their superstar Steinberger, who started to warm up, who has 10 points, and I'm guessing, yep, I am correct, she is the top performer and scorer, but only, you know, that last couple of minutes she started to get hot, and she's 4 from 8 from the floor, 50%, and a tough finish from her. So Spain need to come out in this half if they want to get chip away at this game, and no doubt they're a team that can do that very, very easy. They can fill up the offensive sheet very quickly.
Well, Latvia have put themselves into a great position to get a win. Steinberger, as you mentioned, leading the way in scoring and showing some leadership and surrounded by some talent. I got to say, I mean, I think perhaps I underestimated the talent in this Latvia team, and it's Spain, who knows, if they do not come back and win this game, or the team that loses this game, you know, don't forget you got Belgium, and then you've got Israel. So
they'll get that
you
win.
do have time to grow, but how damaging would it be? I mean, what a boost in confidence it would be for Latvia if they were to get a win over Spain.
And we saw Spain lose, you said at the top of the broadcast, to Belarus. Remember, Bentley hit the jump shot and really was a dagger for them, and they couldn't recover from the rest of the tournament. Really struggled after that first loss of the tournament. So it'll be interesting to see how they have to answer here, Jeff.
How would it dent their confidence, in other words? You know, they're already kind of like, are we really as good as people say we are? We got to come out and prove it. And so far, they haven't proved it.
And is that maybe the reason, you know, you're playing with pressure? You are the rankings of we are #1. We've got to come out. We've got to play like that. And where other teams, such as Latvia, who are 25th in the rankings, have no pressure. Just say, hey, let's go out and try and beat the best team here.
It's I mean, you gotta give a real thumbs up to Gundars Vetra, who's gotten this team ready. They do have some seasoned veterans in this team. None more so than that one right there, Steinberger and Yanni as well. You know, they've got players in the Spain team that play in the EuroLeague Women that produce. Are they the absolute biggest stars in the competition? Maybe not, but they still play at that high level. And but they've got to go out and prove it. Nobody's going to give it to them. And they don't look right now like they're just in sync. More than the physicality to me, Spain just don't look like they're in sync.
And the thing is, Spain play Montenegro tomorrow.
And that is not a good game for them.
No,
they've struggled against them even in their glory years.
Right, and if anything, Montenegro reminds me a lot of Latvia in their physicality. They beat you up, they make it hard. You know, it's really difficult to make easy baskets.
Yeah, it's not the kind of team you want to play when you're struggling.
Yeah, or the very next day. You know, tonight's game is now, my watch is turned off because we've been here all day. It's 9:55 at night. It's nearly 10 p.m.
Tel Aviv time.
Tel Aviv time, excuse me. But that's still late, and then you've got to get a good sleep in, you've got to eat, recover, hydrate, and then get beaten up again and get the win tomorrow.
Meanwhile, Montenegro played in the first game of the day.
At 12:15,
they're sitting back, they're already in bed.
They're sleeping. That's what we should be. But we're right here at the action. Ladies and gentlemen, here with you. We're not going anywhere because this is going to be a thriller. I really do think Spain going to come out of this half-time and start to chip away at this lead.
Performance of the day, probably the game of the day here was, well, the performance, you'd say probably Belgium, but there was I mean, Israel were just completely overmatched against them. I don't know how much to rate that for Belgium, but the Czech Republic and Italy really put on a game.
Wow.
And the Czech Republic just out and out refused to go down.
That was a great game. Other than our first morning game was me and you. That was Greece and Montenegro. That went down to the wire. Greece pushed them right at the end. That was a fantastic game. Then we had you with Italy, and can you remember? It's been all day. We've been playing basketball. Italy and Czech came back, and then I just commentated the last game, Belgium versus Israel, which was beautiful basketball. Talking about who could be at the top, Jeff, is Belgium. Wow, they look good. They look good. For me, seeing them today in person, they're a contender for lifting the trophy.
Absolutely. Is it better to go out and blow away an opponent in your first game? Does that not give you a little bit of perhaps, this is going to be easier than we thought? Or is it good for the confidence?
It's good for the confidence, but they didn't blow them out. What they did is they played their style. He subbed the whole starting five. He played his bench, and the bench played Belgian basketball. They didn't just come out and play bum minutes. They played strong, and they played just like how the starting five did. It wasn't a blowout. Like
I'm sad.
That.
I'm sad for Israel because they did actually come out and hit some shots, but they had a good crowd. But on the other hand, I'm happy for the Cats.
Yeah.
Because they have a golden generation.
Yeah.
They want to win for Emma Messaman.
There was 2,000 people here for Israel, which was fantastic. They played, you know what I did like about Israel? They played hard the 40 minutes. They were down 50, and they played just as hard as the first minute, so I like that.
And let's not forget earlier that, very crucially, and this is something that Spain needs to remember, that Greece did not go down. So it's Montenegro, Greece, Spain.
Yeah. And the score for Greece-Montenegro was 96-74, so the margin was very small.
So Greece did a great job battling back to make that a close game. So that makes it even more awkward, I think, for Spain. So this is, far from a done deal. Now, they can come back and win this game. You need Torrens, you need Dominguez, you need those players that Nuvinha that have done it. But you also need Carrera to start playing like the Raquel Carrera that we watched play in the Spanish Liga, in the Liga Femenina.
And what you also need to do is scan the QR code.
Yes, why is that?
To get the EuroBasket
website.
And
And where? In your smartphone?
Yeah.
And then it will be at your fingertips.
Yeah, we love it. Here we go.
Well, Latvia look like they mean business right here before the start of the second half. Leonor Rodriguez starting the second half for Spain, and we're underway. And Spain, for many years, among the elite, struggling here against Latvia. Torrens reaches in, knocks it away, and Spain needs some easy buckets.
They do, but that's a good start from Spain. They get the steal.
Carrera. They'd like to get some points in transition. They'd like to, where's that pressure defense that we've seen from Spain over the years? Are they not able to play that?
For 40 minutes. It's tough.
Well, forcing opponents to turn the ball over and go down and score. Carrera hands it off to Cazorla. Down low to Gid, and not able to catch it. Steinberg behind her. And again, I just don't know what Spain, I think Spain are trying to feed it down to that low post and get a layup. If this goes in, boy,
nope.
But it doesn't.
She says sorry.
And I think Gundaj Vecha just said, hey, we just had 2 passes and you put the shot up. I want to pass it around. Make that Spain team work on defense. But this is really one of the most out-of-sync offensive performances by Spain that I've seen in a long time. Really, I guess it probably traces back to the last EuroBasket. So another miss. Rodriguez, Vilca. Steinberg goes right past Carrera!
Lovely left-handed move. I need to see which hand she shoots with Steinberger, because I think she does prefer the left-handed drive, but I don't know if she is lefty. I need to watch that.
Bounce past Carrera. See, nope, she doesn't finish again. She has to finish.
Yeah.
She's having a nightmare tonight.
Yeah, but it's tough to finish over Alexa Gumba.
Here's Steinberg, and she is fouled by Leo Rodriguez. I mean, we're going to praise Carrera for being the great player, but right now she's missing shots. She's 2 of 9 from the floor. And when they're drawing up plays for her, she has got to knock those down. And then she gets beat on defense.
Ball hit every part of the rim. You can hear Spain in the background just saying, "Vamos, ladies," trying to get themselves going.
Vegas lead grows. And feeling rather comfortable right now if you're a Latvia basketball fan, because your team is just getting better and better. Terens, now she's going to finish. Puts it up and in. Much better. I think offensively also, that's where they really needed Maria Conde to develop into one of those go-to players, and she really hasn't. Pass outside to Pulvera. Drives in. Steinberger. Nope, you can't count it. Good job, Terens, getting the outstretched full-length hands, and now Terens is starting to show the leadership. You can see it. It's go time for Alba Terens. She hands it off to Carrera. Into Gil. Stitches and all, but she misses. Just forcing up an ugly shot. Laxa. Count that! 33! Put it in the gunslinger. 14-point advantage.
Incredible. Stepped right into that shot. Jeff, 12 points for her. And it's all Latvia right now. Spain need to answer.
Cazorla. Carrera misses another one. I think Mendez has to get her out and sit her down. She's just not putting the ball away. Now Steinberger drives in. He was looking for the call on the contact. Carrera's 2 for 10. Cazorla puts it up, and now she misses the layup. And she's fortunate to get it back. Get it for 3. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
If you're telling me that Spain are going to come back with a Laura Gil three-point shooting explosion, I mean, if that's what they're depending on, that's how desperate they are. Because there's nothing else there except for her and Terens. Boy, what a big shot that was by Gil. This thing's getting out of hand. Steinberg.
Just short, hits the front rim. A couple tired legs out here.
Terens, that's where she likes to be, and she's fouled by Eva Pulvera.
I don't think that's a foul, Jeff. Look at this. No, you're right. Here's the three-point shot from Gil. I felt like Eva had the arm bar and strong. But here is the three-point answer. It's nothing.
You're still looking for the replay of the foul.
Yeah, sorry. I want the foul. But anyway.
Nice pass into Gil. She holds up, and she gets the contact. Spain maybe a little fortunate to get some whistles here the last couple of times down, because Latvia seemed to have them figured out defensively.
Yeah, and like you said, if Gil is going to come out and have to win this game for Spain, it's a bit wild. But I mean, she's been on this team for a very long time. She's developed the three-point shot, which is definitely helping. Right now, she's banged up. You can see the plaster or the Band-Aid, whatever you like to call it, wherever you're from, under the chin, where she had to have stitches in the first half.
Conde trying to cheer her team on as they close the gap back to 9 points. You know, the way this has gone, I mean, this could be make or break time for Latvia in this FIBA Women's EuroBasket. If you get up as big as they did and don't win this game, that would be devastating for them. Here's Yuriani missing it from deep. Now Torrens, again, rebounds and runs.
You need to stop the ball. Torrens now needs to.
She launches it from 3, and there is Gil. Laura Gil puts it up and in. I mean, she is playing like the veteran leader they are desperate to have right now. You got to be proud of her if you're a Spaniard.
Wow.
Oh, unsportsmanlike foul for throwing. But they could review that if they wanted to.
And
they called it on Gil?
I missed
Watch this.
Let's have a look.
I'm not sure. She definitely kind of leaned into her, but I don't know if it was enough to get an unsportsmanlike foul.
I think it's more the fact of Steinberger missing.
I think the ball don't lie. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I've heard that too, but let's just wait for this free throw. I don't like to talk over it. There we go. I mean, Steinberger definitely played into it, but Gil knew what she was doing.
Yeah. Well, didn't hesitate and didn't even go look at it. Didn't need to look at it again. Steinberg, she goes inside. Torrens could backfire against Latvia though. Or it could work against them if Spain get a little bit extra fire in the belly after that sequence. Nope, she turns it right over. It's Strautmani. Good hands though from Rodriguez.
Well, the one thing I am enjoying about Spain, there's a little bit more fire in their belly. They're playing tough, they're playing much more aggressive and matching Latvia's energy.
Yeah, but that was a bad turnover by Torrens after getting it. Oh, look at this, great D from now Carrera. That's what you need to get going. She dives, Yuriani has it. They've still got plenty of time. Pulvera drives in and gets the foul from Cazorla. Dominguez comes back in. Coming back in, rather, and Casas. And Torrens goes out. She needs a breather. I guess you can't expect Torrens to play 20 minutes, but it's a loss for her to go out of the game. Look, Gil was getting ready to put up another one. Sandwiched. Shot clock winding down. Carrera, good move by Carrera, and this time she's able to finish.
Good move by her.
Raquel Carrera simply has to provide points for this Spain team. And the defense has to pick up, and it has a little bit here. There's the ball thrown out of bounds.
Yeah, and they're angry at each other, but it was the right decision. It was a good pass. She should have gone back door. She set her defender up. But Latvia turn over the ball. Spain get another sniff to cut the lead.
Here goes Dominguez, gets into the paint. That's where she wants to be, and she is fouled. Put some pressure on the D. Make them earn it at the line if you're Latvia, but Spain have been making their free throws, 9 of 11 so far. Dominguez, these will be her first 2 free throws. Gil goes out, Maria Conde goes in. So you lose Gil's defense.
Well, it's a 8-point game, and make it 7. Spain starting to chip away at this lead. I told you they really matched the aggressiveness and the energy that Latvia came out in the first half.
And she gets both to go. I'll tell you what, the evolution of Laura Hill, as we look at her get some treatment over the years. I mean, she is a tough customer. And she did get the unsportsmanlike foul, but she does have the toughness that Spain need to come back in this game. 6 points the difference between these two teams. Gulba turns, nice patient move from her, spinning and scoring.
And you know what I loved about that post move? She demanded the ball. She said, Steinberger, pass me the ball, and she finished with
Dominguez. And again, second consecutive time she drives. There's Carrera with the follow. And just the mere fact that Dominguez is able to attack and the defense goes for her, at least Carrera the opportunity to grab the board. Now she's getting into the game.
Yeah,
finally.
She has 11 points. Carrera, we needed her to step up.
Laxa, don't relax. She is knocked to the ground. Well, one of the big upsets today. Would you call it an upset, actually? I'm not sure I would. GB beating Great Britain, your former national team winning against Slovenia. Just a look at the offensive rebound and putback by Carrera.
I don't think it's an upset. Obviously that's
huge win for Great Britain.
Huge win.
Against the hosts.
Yeah, against the hosts. And there was, I heard, about 2,400 Slovenian fans. I think there was probably like 4 or 5 GB fans. But solid, it came right down to the wire.
Basketball, yes. Great Britain is
on the up, hun. On the up.
Well, you know what?
I'm not playing anymore, so. But it was a great game. But
2019, what, they finished fourth?
Fourth, yeah.
Great Britain. Then they didn't qualify last time. There's the push that was called on Strautmann.
But not a good drive. Spain doing a good job just putting their head down, getting to the rim and forcing the referees have to call something. And Latvia is over the limit, so this last 2 minutes 38. Both teams will go to the free throw line. Any foul that happens.
Rodriguez, when she played college basketball at Florida State, she was known as a great shooter. She's never really been a very explosive scorer as a pro, certainly not with Spain. Although she's always maintained her place pretty much in the team, at least the last several years.
Yeah. She misses that. They're 12 from 15 from the free throw line.
Laxa gets it to Gulba. Oh, are you kidding me? Did that slip out of her hands and go off the top of the backboard, or is that what she meant to do?
But it was a great cut by her. Alexa slicing through and hits the ball high.
You told her that shot, didn't you?
I did.
Here goes Casas. Good job, Carrera. There's Rodriguez right on cue, and sure enough, didn't look like she was making that. Never looked close. Eva Pulvera. Spain have made their run. Now they're trailing again by 9 points. And they may fall behind even further here. Strautmann hands it off to Gulba. Back to Strautmann. Oh, boy, Carrera fell over. Mendez asking for a foul.
Yeah.
Watch this again. I don't think so. I think you're clutching at straws.
Yeah, he has to call the timeout. And Latvia answer.
It's only 11-point lead, but it feels like it's about a 16 or a 17-point lead.
Right. Just the momentum is on the Latvian side, but let's try work on our Spanish and listen in to the timeout.
Vamos a un 5 para Raquel, ¿vale? Donde vamos a tratar de que venga por ahí, cambien o no cambien. Segundo bloqueo del base, ¿vale? Por si cambian en el último. Quédate ahí primero y luego baja. Acordaos de bajar un poquito la línea de pase hasta aquí, para luego tener la línea de pase arriba también, ¿de acuerdo? Sobre esto, todo lo que sea jugar en llegada nos va. Todo lo que sea empezar en un lado y acabarla en el otro, una inversión nos va. ¿Tá? Entonces, menos botes y más pase para cambiar a la otra.
Well, she was fouled on that play.
Yeah, she was.
I mean, Condit really got her on the arm. That's what you're missing when Gil goes out, and that was the finish by Gulba, going high off the glass.
And then the assist. She plays her basketball in Spain, in Salamanca, so she'll know some of these Spanish players very well.
Yeah, hangs out at the Plaza Mayor. Lovely. Gil back in. Carrera. She gets it down low, back outside to Gil. There's Dominguez, they switch. Oh boy, good defense by Steinberger. And Carrera back to the missing Carrera as she drives in. Oh, almost a travel. Look at Casas reaching in, and sure enough, she sells it. Steinberger called for the elbow to the face. Now, could they not go look at that as a potential unsportsmanlike if it is in fact an elbow? Watch this. She did kind of swing her arm a little bit, but it's not an unsportsmanlike.
No, it's not enough for me. She's diving in.
Watch this.
Into her cylinder. No. Jeff, stop.
I think it's a foul. I don't think it's an unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, just a regular.
I agree with the ref. Casas. Gil. Well, we're in the final minute of this third quarter. I don't want to write off Spain's chances, but I see what seems to be happening here. It's potential showdown between Greece and Spain. For that last place, here's Casas. How much better is it for Spain if they get turnovers and points?
Yeah.
I mean, this is where they used to thrive.
And they smelt blood on that one. Latvia weren't in rotation.
It's just they've got 6 points now off turnovers. Nowhere near what they used to always do. Final seconds, ticking off the clock in the quarter. Vilka spins, turns, and might there be a little time left?
It's a foul also.
Oh, have they called a foul? Yes, they have.
So free throws also.
Oh, wow. What a break for Spain. What a break. So, Georgi being asked, are you sure there's time on the clock? Did the foul happen before? Well, that's definitely a foul if there's time. That's a good call. I thought it was a bit dodgy, but looking at that, can they see if there's still time? I think they're going to have to see.
Let's listen in.
Yeah, fouling time or not? End of the quarter, okay. 35.
Yep.
Let's see.
35, okay. Okay, go, normal speed, okay. On foul number 7, yeah?
Okay. Stop it at the point of the contact.
Okay.
Okay.
When there is
Baseline camera, please.
Okay, come back. Okay, when there is the contact, stop. Okay. Here. More.
Okay.
More. 1 second.
Sorry?
For me, 1 second.
1 second.
Okay.
And then we have
number 7 is shooter.
7 is shooter.
2 free throws, it's bonus.
Okay, so I confirm the foul was on time. We got 1 second on the clock, and we got 7 red as a shooter.
Yes.
Foul was on time. We got 1 second. 1 second on the shot. And number 7 is a shooter. 7 red is a shooter.
Georgi is all mic'd up so we can hear her loud and clear. Fantastic work as a referee unit. They are also a team. Well done. And good job from Torrance crashing in there to get the board to the foul. And she will have a shot at the basket.
I mean, that's a huge call, but I think it's the right call, and huge huge opportunity for Spain to score points with the clock stopped. And Turin's only makes 1 of 2, so they don't capitalize fully. Well, there's still hope for Spain, that's for sure. 10 minutes remaining into the third quarter. Latvia lead at 55-47.
Well, for me, it's really been all the momentum since that first quarter has been Latvia's game. I've seen Spain make glimpses to come back, only shooting 2 from 8 from the three-point line, but very well. They're getting to the line, 13 from 17, and then 17 from 18 from the free throw line. Latvia have been aggressive. Here are your third quarter best players, and there's Steinberger. We spoke about her at the top of the commentating game, and she has been incredible, just finishing around the rim, causing a lot of havoc. But I do like the answer from Spain. I didn't like them at times kind of arguing with the referees, flopping, asking for calls. No, you have to play solid. You have to come out here and win EuroBasket games, and Hale has definitely done that. She's put this team on her shoulders, someone we haven't really, you wouldn't think would be the main scorer, but she's definitely a veteran on this Spanish team, and she has 12 huge points. She leads scorers with Torrance with 13.
Yeah, I just wonder what that says about Spanish basketball right now, that they're looking at Laura Gil as the go-to player. You know, they are not in sync at all.
No.
Turin's will have spurts. They definitely need Carrera to elevate her game for this team. Casas has to be able to score. Cazorla, Conde, and a lot of work to do.
Yeah. Well, last quarter, can Spain chip away at this lead?
Still the huge opportunity for Latvia.
Yeah.
What would a win mean for them? It would be huge.
Massive.
Dominguez. Over to Carrera, and Carrera, well, if not successful inside, go out. She's got the touch, and that's a huge shot. Now it's a 2-possession game.
And a great answer from Spain. Carrera was one of the top players and hadn't been playing very well, but that's exactly what she needs in this fourth quarter.
Tough assignment there for Turin's trying to guard Steinberger. Golba gets in, misses. Casas rebounds. And it is a team on the floor right now for Spain that can play some D. Here's Dominguez. Oh, nice pass. And again, another miss from Carrera. Unbelievable. She leads the EuroBasket women in missed layups today. You know, those are going to come home to roost. She's 5 of 14 from the floor.
Yeah, not good stats from her.
Steinberger. Oh! That's surely got to be either nothing or offensive. I would have thought. Or was she in the cylinder?
Yeah,
in the semicircle?
Yeah. She was aggressive. Let's have a look at the replay.
No. I just don't know if there's anything. But anyway, I mean, Spain, 50-50. You win some, you lose some. Steinberger. And again, this follows the missed layup from Carrera.
Correct, you're right.
So I'm afraid those are going to come home to roost for Spain.
Yep, and that rattles in, and that puts Steinberger on 17 points, leading all scorers. Spain here, they've got Torrance on the back cut, they just missed her.
Steinberger defensively is just a nightmare to go up against. Look at her, arms spread out. Look at him diving on the floor for the basketball. Straumani ties up. Laura Gil.
Arrows Latvian ball.
Latvia basketball. Feels like it's a 20-point deficit for Spain.
Yeah, but they're still in it somehow. They're still in it. You know what's crazy? I love that the Latvian fans have come out, but I don't see any Spanish fans in the building. They usually follow.
They come later.
Well, if they don't come now, they won't make it later.
And now a foul. A holding foul on Hill. Boy, they're calling that matchup closely. No love lost between Gil and Steinberger tonight. Good D, taking the punishment, Dominguez. Pulvera trying to be strong with the basketball. And the whistle blows and the foul, Dominguez. Third team foul in Spain.
Good poise by Latvia, good patience to find Steinberger down low. And Dominguez, that's her third foul.
Gulba from deep. Casas gets it. She's fouled while making the pass. And Gundos Batra now, he's upset with the call. Latvia played very tough defensively tonight. They're arguing.
She said, that's crazy. Is it? I don't know. It's going both ways. Both teams are playing hard. Both teams are getting calls. Latvia have 2 team fouls and Spain have 3. So even Stevens pretty much.
Casas over to Gil. Gil gets in, takes a tough make. She really has become their go-to player. I mean, it is astonishing. What a move by Laura Gil.
Yep, leads all scorers, 14 points.
Yeva Pulvera takes it deep. Torrens just out of her reach. Strautmann misses from the corner. That was early in the shot clock.
Yeah, but that one rims in and out.
Cazorla back in the game, gets it to Gil. Gil again with the left hand, and Laura Gil has become the weapon of choice offensively for Spain.
Wow. You know what? I remember a couple of years ago, good fake here, puts the ball on the floor and finishes. The ball would go inside to her and she wouldn't even look at the basket. She wouldn't even try to shoot. She was on the scout to say, hey, step off of her, pick up on other players. And here she is, leading Spain in scoring.
16 points. I mean,
and a bus lift.
And the beauty of it for her is, and for Spain, is that it's when they really need it.
Yeah, big time. Anyway, let's listen in to Latvians. Timeout. I told you, all I know is Sperlin in Latvian play, but here, who is playing is Laura. Would you like to say Gil?
I mean, really, Laura Gil almost getting fouled on that drive as well. There was definitely contact. She was unfortunate, and I think it's her, because she can play the physical game, she can take the contact, she can get in there, and she can finish. And I think you said it best. It wasn't that long ago that she didn't even look at the basket, and now she's their leading scorer.
And you would let her shoot the mid-range jumper, and now she's hitting the threes.
But those shots that she's making are shots that you would expect Raquel Carrera to make, and she hasn't made them tonight. And that's why they're in such trouble. Steinberger, though, again, right on the timeout, misses.
Big time shot, big time players turn up in the last quarter. Do Latvia have enough, or Spain going to chip away at this lead?
Entry pass, and Gil goes up. Well, she didn't finish through the contact that time. Good hands, Terens, but not able to come up with the basketball. Over it. The high pick, the roll, they get the mismatch. Gulba gets, turns, and scores. She's tough.
Alexa.
And the lead goes to 8, 2 consecutive baskets by Latvia. 6 minutes remaining. Gil, Carrera steps in, takes the 2.
That's not who you want to leave wide open, but she knocks it down.
She's much better shooting jumpers tonight than she is going to the basket, that's for sure. Over it. Spinning. Strautmani back outside. Dieva Pulvera for 3. Nope. It was short. Casas to Gil. Carrera. Casas. Brutal turnover for Spain with a 5:11 remaining. You just got to catch the basketball. Cristina Uvini looking on nervously, anxiously. Jakobsson back in the game. Three-pointer for Steinberg, and it's good! And that is what you call dagger time. Back up to a 9-point lead.
22 points for Steinberg with that 3.
Casas tried to get it back over to Gil, and they were ready for it, Latvia. Good job, yeah, she got away perhaps with a foul on Vilka. Coming up on the 4-minute mark. Spain trailing by 9. Just seems like it's a mountain too tall to climb tonight. Third foul on Latvia, that's a good foul by Jakobsson. Timeout again. And this was Carrera hitting the jumper. You know, and really, the Spain teams of old, you always had players like Ana Cruz coming off the bench, or you had answers coming off the bench when things weren't going well. And with this team, it just doesn't seem like it's there. Meanwhile, there's enough veteran leadership in this Latvia team to get it done tonight.
Para Leo en shot, ¿vale? Va a sacar a Uvilla. Aquí Cazorla. Se hunde Raquel, ¿vale? Gil, Leo. No te hundas mucho, ¿eh? Sal pidiendo el balón, dura. Jugamos sobre ella, entra Uvilla, esto y esto, ¿vale? No tiene por qué ser de 3, ¿de acuerdo? En defensa sobre la base, en el directo de arriba, vamos por detrás, el primero.
Well, here are the Latvian highlights, and it's that lady there, the highlight reel, Steinberger, doing it all for her team, shooting the 3, shooting the pull-up, the reverse layup here, she lines up the 3. Beautiful finish from her.
Steinberger's 7 of 16 from the floor, 7 of 8 at the line, 5 rebounds.
Solid.
But she plays also that tough D, doesn't she?
Yeah.
That's where Latvia really excelled tonight. Uvina checks back in, takes the handoff, Passes to the corner to Cazorla, who drives in, takes the drive, and is fouled by Laxa. That's Leo Rodriguez, excuse me, not Cazorla. They look a lot alike, don't you think? Leonor and Cazorla. And that's good for Spain as well because it stops the clock, but they've got to make free throws. This is no time to miss free throws if you're Spain. First one goes. They've done a pretty good job tonight at the line.
They have, actually.
Mid-70s.
Yeah.
But look at Latvia, they're 19 of 20.
Yeah.
They've done a great job. I mean, 19 of 20 is insane. 95% from the free throw line.
Yeah.
For Latvia.
But Spain's still sticking around.
Cazorla trying to force the turnover. Put Yanni back in the game as well. Steinberger drives in. Good job, Carrera. Rebounds and runs. Hands it off to Avinia. 3.5 minutes remaining. Gil. People need to go to the basket. Gil's got it. And they just rely on her making it, and she does, and having the game of her life, to be quite honest, and what has been a really ugly performance overall by Spain. She is the one that has really stood up to be counted.
Yeah, 18 points, 8 rebounds, and a bust chin and stitches. She is putting Spain on her shoulders. Latvia look a little out of sync now. They've got 5 seconds on the clock.
Pulvera off the back of the iron. Look at the toughness of, wow, what a play by Rodriguez. Coming down with a rebound. Looked like Vilka had it, but Gil was tempted to launch that. Rodriguez just had some success. She'd like to get fouled if possible. She's gonna drive, she takes the bump, and they let him play. 2.5 minutes remaining. Steinberger, guarded by Gil. Vilka.
Sure.
Misses everything. Latvia just trying to hope they have enough gas in the tank. I thought the Steinberger three-pointer was going to be the decisive blow, but they have not put Spain away yet. Goodness me, Spain.
Well, we knew Spain would, you know, they're going to work and play hard till the very end. But it has been Latvia this whole time. I think Spain have only won 1 quarter. Pretty sure it's the third, only by 1 point. It's 18 to 19.
Lavinia, bounce pass. Gil takes the pressure. Surrounded, gets in. What a play, Gil, but she's not able to finish, but she keeps it alive. And Lavinia gets the rebound. Rodriguez's turn. Gil. It's like she's in her own backyard now, going to town! Now to Gil! Is putting Spain on her back right now. Unbelievable scenes. $20 points for Gil. Vilka! Gil with the rebound. And Gil she's exhausted as well, trying to make it down the court. You got to dig deep. They're trailing by 3 points, Spain. It's incredible. Latvia have not been able to close the door. Rodriguez over to Carrera. Back outside. Rodriguez for 3. Wow.
Oh, I've held my breath that whole possession. Sorry, I'm back in commentary.
Latvia dodged the bullet. Pulvera, look at the double. Good job, Yeva Pulvera. Laxa for 3, good!
In your face! Wow! Great three-point shot, timeout, Spain! Incredible hit here.
Just their 4th three-pointer of the game. They're 4 of 23, but boy, does it come at the right time.
Look at this, Jeff. Nothing but net. Smash. Woo!
The funny thing is,
yeah,
she's 3 of 4.
Yeah.
She just hasn't launched many.
No.
Everybody else has been missing them.
No, she's been hot. She's got a beautiful stroke. Anyway, let's listen in to the Spanish timeout.
Este bloqueo, vamos a dejar que nos presione aquí para jugar el balón interior y tirar esta puerta atrás. Silvia estará aquí abierta, ¿vale? Por si aquí llega una ayuda muy larga para dar este balón a la esquina, ¿vale? Vamos a intentar robar en la primera, sin falta, quiero decir. Una vez que entre el balón al campo, si no hemos robado el primer pase, entonces sin falta. Pero el primer balón que va al campo es mucha presión para intentar que suelte la bola e intentar robar ese pase. Si ese primer pase no lo robo, ya es falta, ¿vale?
Well, if you were going to tell me at the beginning of the game who was the leading scorer for Spain, it would definitely not be Gil. But for me, she's been tough. But you can see the passion and the love and the excitement from that three-point shot from Latvia's bench. Absolutely get out of their seats.
But don't forget, Rodriguez had just missed a 3 at the other end for Spain that would have tied it. How quickly things change. Gill takes the inbounds and get it inside, and good basket from Ovinia to at least cut the deficit back to 4.
Yeah, and maybe could have been a turnover. Dominguez fouls.
That's number 4 on Spain.
Yeah. Look at this lovely little
play. Great play out of the timeout.
Full court press by Spain here. They have to rush.
But
Latvia.
again, Latvia has shot the ball so well from the free throw line. You don't want to foul. You got to get the turnovers. And Laxa, who just hit her third three-pointer of the game, has the basketball. Spain going for the steal. Steinberger. Pulvera, she doesn't have to launch it. Shot clock down to 7. Now they're going to have to look. Dominguez, Vilka. Vilka back outside. Steinberger for 3. And Spain catch it. They're down 4. They got to hurry. Uvinia, 10 seconds remaining. They get it. Rodriguez for 3. It's short. Laxa rebounds, and Latvia are going to win. Latvia beating the favorites in the group, probably. Spain, they didn't give up, but you got to be happy for Latvia. They dug in. They did a lot of the tough work. They made their free throws. And they got some big shots from Steinberger, from Laxa, and they win it 67-63 over Spain. And now it gets really tough for Spain, who are going to have to come out and play tomorrow.
Yep.
And they have to win tomorrow.
Yeah, little, you know, not a smile, very stern Spanish faces. They know they did not show up to play. This was Latvia game. They made a good job, Spain, digging and making a last run there, but it wasn't enough. It was all the Latvian ladies as they clap and they smile. Boy, oh boy, were they tough, Jeff.
Yeah, it's just a great win for Latvia. Defensively, you have to applaud them. They were outstanding.
And here, look at that, 95%. They missed 1 free throw. They were 51% from the 2 and 17%. Didn't shoot a great clip from the three-point line. They lost the rebounding game to Spain. The assist game they did, and they had turnovers. So overall, the Spanish stats were pretty much similar. But what happened, they won, Spain. But Latvia, they were strong, they were mighty, and they did not give up. Steinberger lived up to the name. 22 big points. Here are the fourth quarter best plays.
Yeah, as we look back at the plays, you know, I think we have to go back and revisit. On the one hand, it's great news that Spain gets such an incredible performance by Laura Gil, because, as you said earlier in the commentary, it wasn't that long ago that Laura Gil would catch the ball and not even look at the basket. But she answers the call tonight in a big way. But what does that say about Spain, that they need Laura Gil to score for them? Yeah. They're not the force that they were.
No, and they're lucky because Gil went out in the game with the bus chin, and they're lucky that she came back in because they needed her 20 points, but you're right. They're just out of sync, Jeff. I just don't think they're the regular Spain, and maybe we need to stop saying that. Maybe we need to throw that in the bin and just say, hey, this is the new Spain that we're used to, that dynasty of winning and being traditional. This has been them for a long time, so maybe we need to get a grip and get over it, because other teams are coming for them. They're not afraid of them, and Latvia get the big win. I'm happy for them because they played sensational.
Spain, you're waiting on Cazorla, Carrera, Conde, Quevedo to kind of like
step up,
take the baton and run with it. Yeah. They haven't, at least not in this game. Okay, Carrera did end up, having a decent game scoring-wise in terms of points, 15 along with 9 rebounds. A lot of pressure on her, and Turin's, she scored the bulk of her points early, but nothing else. But
yeah, let's
talk about the possibilities now for Latvia, though, because they've got possibilities.
Yeah, Alexa Gumba, 14 points. Laxas was shot 3 from 4, was 17 points. And then obviously Steinberger. But the people who didn't score, Yeva just played tough defense, strong defense. It was so hard to score on the Latvians.
You could actually see this group finishing with 4 teams with the same record, to be honest.
Wow.
I mean, it's not impossible, but you also have to applaud Latvia and see if they can build on this and maybe go on and win the group. Why not? So as we look at the standings here in Tel Aviv, it's going to make for pleasant viewing for the fans from the Baltics. Their team is going to be 1-0 up at the top of Group A, along with Montenegro. In fact, Montenegro up at the top 1-0. Latvia, both of them 1-0. Spain and Greece 0-1 after day 1 here at the FIBA Women's EuroBasket. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Have a good night.